Would you rather have 600 calories of this or 50 calories of this? What's up, savages? In this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make Mexican style rice, but leaner. We're gonna be using cauliflower rice. Don't click off, because I know what you're thinking. Juliana, cauliflower rice.
That is nasty.
That is traumatic.
It is offensive. I've cooked cauliflower rice hundreds of times since 2015. I used it a ton on my postpartum weight loss journey to get into some of the best shape of my life after having my son. It can be really, really nasty if you don't know what you're doing. And I have mastered how to make it taste not as good as regular rice, but pretty freaking close. Swap out your regular rice for this rice and you can be saving hundreds of calories a day, thousands of calories a week. Just making some of these simple changes can help you get into the body and the lifestyle you love. And so in this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to do cauliflower rice well, so that it actually tastes more like rice and less like cauliflower. So let's get into the recipe. First thing you need to make this recipe great is good cauliflower rice.
Duh.
Now here's the deal. The best way to get the best cauliflower rice is to take an actual head of cauliflower, put it in the food processor and make your rice that way. I don't have time for that life, so I just bought this $2.50 bag of rice from Trader Joe's, which does the same job. There's also frozen cauliflower rice, which is cheaper. The issue with frozen cauliflower rice is that it tends to be a little bit soggier because there's water in the bag, and so you have to do a little bit extra work to get the water out to make sure that the rice isn't soggy. Let's head on over to the stove and get this puppy cooking. Typically when I'm cooking cauliflower rice, what I'll do is I will start my cauliflower rice, then I'll prep my meat because it just takes a little bit longer to cook when you're dealing with fresh cauliflower rice. With frozen, it cooks a lot faster, but you gotta watch it more. So that's the trade-off there. Make sure to spray your pan lightly with some type of olive oil. The first thing I'm gonna be adding to this is diced onion. And this is just gonna give a little bit more texture. Also, onions are a very sweet vegetable. It's gonna add some sweetness to the cauliflower rice, which is typically more of a bland, bitter vegetable. So I'm cooking this until it is basically just getting a little bit brown on the edges. Then at this point, I'm gonna be adding my cauliflower rice. That is a lot of cauliflower rice. If you're doing the frozen cauliflower rice, you can add your frozen cauliflower rice a little bit later than I just added it. You might want to wait until your onion is a little bit more brown because the frozen is just going to cook faster than the fresh. I'm doing a lot of stirring here to make sure everything gets cooked through. Next, we're going to be adding some of our spices and lime juice. We're going to be adding chili lime seasoning from Trader Joe's. This is not essential to this recipe, so feel free to skip it. I just had it on hand. So we've got cumin. I've called it cumin before, but it's actually cumin. The next thing I'm gonna add is smoked paprika, or any paprika spice that you have, and then garlic, a very healthy serving of garlic. If you're fancy, what you can do is you can chop your garlic and have fresh garlic. If you're lazy like me, you can just get this garlic in a spice thing. It's not going to taste as fresh, but it gets the job done. Add about 1/2 a lime or 1/2 ounce of lime juice per pound of cauliflower rice that you're cooking. You'll notice one of the things I'm doing here is I'm being very, very generous with the spices. That's what makes the cauliflower rice taste significantly less boring. And then the last thing we're going to be adding, because it cooks very quickly, is some kind of mild salsa. Or you could use tomato paste. For this, what I'm going to be using is like a pre-made pico de gallo salsa from Trader Joe's, which is amazing. I will include it a lot of times on eggs. I'm gonna be dumping this whole thing in here. And as you can see, I've kind of actually burnt a little bit of the pieces, and that's how I like it. That's a good thing. That's a sign that the cauliflower rice is getting crispier. A big issue people have with cauliflower rice is that it's soggy, and so we're trying to make sure that the rice isn't soggy. And once you notice that a lot of the water is gone from the bottom of the pan, that is when you're pretty much done. I'm actually gonna go ahead and add a little bit more salt here because I just love salt. Another spice that you could add to this, might not be necessary, but again, you guys know I go overboard on spices, is the Flavor God Taco Tuesday seasoning. I just added a little bit on there at the end. I am not sponsored by Flavor God. I have no relationship with Flavor God seasonings, but they have this like intro starter pack, I'll link below, that is really good. Some of their flavors include like the sriracha flavor seasoning, nacho cheese seasoning. Oh my God, like who doesn't love nacho cheese? Pizza flavor seasoning. I mean, you could just sprinkle this on your vegetables. And cheese flavored seasoning. I've been experimenting with this one a lot, if you can't tell. And then hot wings flavored seasoning. If you are on your new health and fitness journey, just new to cooking, just new to trying to get things that are healthy or taste good, give Flavor God a try. They can be a lifesaver sometimes. I mean, and you'd be surprised how much a little bit of spice can go a long way and make things taste amazing. I just took a little bit of a taste and I think I went way overboard on the lime juice. Too much lime juice can definitely overpower the whole recipe. You guys know with this But Leaner series, I always need to have something to compare it to. I want to compare my leaner version to what the real deal is like. And so I ended up getting rice from a company or a restaurant in town called Tacolicious. I think they only are in California, but take a look. It looks really good. Put some of this green stuff on top. What's this about? For the moment you've all been waiting for, the taste test. We've got the 600 calorie bowl of Mexican style actual rice right here, and the 50 calorie bowl of Mexican style rice. Here we go. I'm going in for the 600 calorie bowl of rice. It's good. They put something weird in there. I feel like they put some thyme in here. No, it's like rosemary. Interesting. Mexican style 50 calorie cauliflower rice. Also good. I went a little bit over on the lime juice. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of what I was able to achieve for 50 calories. This is gonna be so much more filling than 50 calories of a Kit Kat bar, or a Snickers bar, or some Cheetos. I kind of did myself a disservice here because you guys really seem to like the last video I did, the Nutella video, and I know the algorithm loves those videos, but I gotta teach you how to make vegetables taste good too, because this is the stuff that's really gonna change your health and fitness journey. I mean, I know for me, when I was on my postpartum weight loss journey, a big thing that I was eating a lot of is I was eating a lot of vegetables because I was very hungry. I was breastfeeding. I was just hungry all the time. And by using a practice a lot of people call volume eating, which is where you're eating a high volume amount of foods for little calories, what you're doing is you're making your stomach feel full, so you're less likely to overeat or snack on things that are not as nutritional for you. Because cauliflower, there's a lot of good stuff in here. You might as well eat more of this and less chips. I'm not saying don't eat the chips. I'm just saying you might as well eat more of this. It's never gonna taste quite like rice. I mean, this tastes amazing, but it gets you half of the way there. Maybe just sub out half of the rice you would normally eat for this rice. It's all about tricking our brains because we're all just like really hungry monkeys with great food around. And so it's really hard to diet. You gotta like trick your brain. Would I rather eat my cauliflower rice or this rice? Honestly, I would rather eat the regular rice than the cauliflower rice. But if I'm dieting, this is a really, really good option. If I'm trying to maintain weight, this is a really good option. So give it a try in your next meal prep. Let me know how it goes. I would say if you're gonna prep a batch, it's probably not gonna stay good in the fridge for more than 3 days. So it's really easy. You just dump it in a pan and you watch it and you can cook it all there. It's kind of a one pan recipe, which is really nice because as you know here, we don't like to do dishes. Give this a try and let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bring it in for a hug.